We are back. Welcome to the Coffee with Sam podcast, guys. A spin-off show. 3's a party with my boys, the MMA guys. 0 wins. Terry, no chin, Brown.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Nermit, get off.
Standing at a staggering 6'2.5" inches.
Wow.
In the heavyweight class.
Wow.
So he is my protector, guardian of my galaxy. Jeez, guys, you think he owned the podcast? Neil, Adam, we're live, by the way. 3's a party. I literally go to work singing that.
Can't believe you paid $60 for that.
No, who told Alex 40?
All right. No, she was literally next to me, and I was like, she was like, Sam, it's $60, and I was like, yeah, that's the tax. And then she said, yeah, you said it was 40. I was like, yeah. She said, the tax is only $9. I was like, so it's $20 more, and I was like, well, I just bought it. I loved it, man. It worked. It worked. It definitely worked. So, guys, welcome to the show, the Coffee with Sam podcast, spin-off show, 3's a party. And due to the YouTube views of 150 and the audio downloads of 37 in people's ear holes, we are back for episode 2. And this is UFC 255. And then we're going to call it the lowdown, the lockdown lowdown, because we cannot be with each other. So I'm in the studio and I'm feeling very, very sad and alone. I need a button like a
little soundboard.
My boys are back at home, but they agreed to join with me to bring you guys episode number 2. And we're going to have to bring you the lowdown because the fights are at 5 in the morning. And due to our technical problems of having to be away from each other, we are having to do the lockdown lowdown of UFC 255. How have you boys been keeping?
Good. Been working still. So, unlike you guys are... actually, you're still working, ain't you, Sam?
Bro, my job's not been affected. I am now a key worker.
But Terry, you be sat at home?
I am, mate. I am very much sat at home.
No.
A house husband?
I have.
Oh, I like that.
I cook, I clean,
I could
I
do
play a
that.
lot of FIFA.
And then makes the mess again.
What's your
Yeah.
team on FIFA?
I only really play Ultimate Team, mate. Other than that, it's got to be Wolves, isn't it?
Oh, Wolverhampton! That's all right, isn't it? That's their chant, isn't it?
It is. Love that.
So do you change the team? Do you pick anyone? Have you bought anyone?
I've
For our
got
FIFA fans?
lots of players. I did pack Alisson, Kevin De Bruyne, and Harry Kane yesterday, which was probably the highlight of my day, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh, wow. Tottenham just beat Man City 2-0.
Did they?
Yeah, I'm sure it ended 2-0. Yeah, top of the league. Tottenham, top of the league. Tottenham, top of the league. It's becoming a football podcast. Neil loves it. Neil, you're a big...
Favourite sport?
Yeah, Neil, you're a big gamer, though. Did you ever play FIFA?
No. Never played FIFA. Never enjoyed... No. I say I never enjoyed football. I don't see the point, to be honest. It's just a bunch of blokes kicking a ball around. But, you know, I enjoy the atmosphere. It is fun. I like to go to the have a laugh once in a while.
Neil, don't forget that you're still only talking to us two, yeah? You get very, like, you're on the news, and you talk like this, and you get really radio voicey, ready for the viewers.
Oh, you gotta be professional, haven't you?
That's very good, actually. I used to really annoy people on FIFA because I didn't care less. I would just go, I am that team today. I wouldn't change anything. If I got red cards, I'd end up with like 8 men or whatever, still keep playing. And I'll be playing against people who are like, they take 5 hours to pick their team before you even start. And then they're like messing around. Huh?
You would upset me.
Yeah, and then they're like, you're not making any substitutions. No, it's just get to the end of the game. We'll play again. Yeah, but you're drawing. Yeah, I don't want to mess around and look at stats and who's good and who's bad. I just want to click some buttons and play the bit of football. Like, yeah, I used to well annoy people.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Terry's getting some FIFA rage right now.
Yeah, for all the FIFA fans out there, let's pay no attention to Stan whatsoever.
Oh, if you want a game, let's go. I'll beat you at 8 men.
Tom,
What console you got?
PS4.
Bring it to the next one in the studio, and we'll do it on the TV. Let's go.
Done.
Me, you,
Done.
FIFA on.
It's done. Next time.
And Neil will be like, can we just play some COD, please? No, I'm done then. I don't do computers at all. That's why FIFA is good for me. I could do a triangle through ball. I could do a circle cross and an X shoot. I think that's right, isn't it?
No.
No.
It's close enough, though, isn't it? R2, run fast.
That's the one.
Yeah. Just run fast. Triangle, through ball, do someone with a through ball, and if someone like you really annoy them because they're like, that through ball's come off 1-0, and you're like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, free ball though, yeah.
I'm bringing it next time it's on.
I read the game, read the game, mate. And read the game, saw the free ball. You weren't ready for it. Don't matter what control alt delete or whatever you know about gaming. Hashtag space bar. I hate games. I can't stand them. Literally, the games I could reel off to you now that I've played: Tony Hawk, FIFA. Tony Hawk was the same. Bit of music on, just fly around pressing buttons, man, for hours. High score. Wouldn't try and break. I wouldn't even try and get out the first level. Like,
it's not for everyone, mate. It's not for everyone.
Crash Bandicoot, all that stuff, no chance. It's got levels. I'm like, I don't want levels. I want to just play football. I lose, I win, or skate around.
What are you playing, Neil?
At the minute?
Or whatever.
At the minute, I'm playing a game called Ark, which is basically just dinosaurs.
Interesting.
It's not. It's not.
Sorry for all our listeners and viewers. That's not like a gay, like, oh, remember we have all the we are. Go on then. What was it? I got it wrong last time, Terry.
Yeah.
I completely.
I'm not sure where you're going.
Is it like we accept all genders, male, female? You don't know what you are. You could be in the middle. Gender neutral. We accept them all.
Just stop.
Dug a massive hole. The hut gay was just a funny thing. A Chinese man said. Oh, I'm saying Chinese man. Jesus Christ.
So we've gone through.
Chinese man said.
Non-binary. That's what that means.
What?
Non-binary. That's when you not recognise.
That sounds like something I sign when I'm like.
Just say yeah. That's what we are. Non-binary.
Non-binary, not recognised under any gender, I believe.
So whatever's said on here, especially by me, never comes at offence.
Or a gay person.
Yeah, the hook gay is from a Chinese man, and that's not digging at Chinese. I'm digging a big hole here. Jesus.
It's from the movie The Hangover. That's it. Someone needs to say.
It's the only reference you need. It's all
there we go. If you need it, I will tag you in a video of it if anyone wants to say anything about that.
Please don't send your legal team around.
So, what we found out, guys, is that you guys want us back because we have over 200 views and downloads. And Neil plays with dinosaurs.
Nothing wrong with dinosaurs.
And Toby gets very aggressive over football. Have you ever played football?
Say again.
You ever played football?
Yeah.
You can't run.
Well, when you can read the game, mate, you don't have to.
Hey, triangle through ball.
Through ball.
You a defender? Triangle through ball. I can see that. Oh, he just pressed triangle up there. Fat tackle.
Left back.
In the changing rooms. Oh, football banter. Oh, lads. White man van. Oh, yeah, football banter. Hey. May I smash my glass?
Careful.
Wait, your metal glass?
No, the glass he has for his whiskey, I believe.
No, because I'm massive, and I just bang this against. Remember, I'm big, yeah? Fill the studio. Remember that. Now, you guys.
That's why he has one side all to himself.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
Hey, see,
proper massive.
Terry's watched his own podcast, and you have. Jeez, you both watched your own podcast. Love that. I've watched it about 4 times. So then, Terry, UFC 255.
Yeah.
Shot some whiskey.
Do I want to shot some whiskey?
Are you gonna?
I'm good. I haven't got any.
Oh,
What do you mean you've got no whiskey?
I don't have none. I'm not a whiskey drinker. I'm a cider drinker.
oh, you were so. Oh dear, every time. That's not a shot, Sam.
So, half a gallon for Sam.
So you've let us down. People on the YouTube, you can't see that. It's not a shot.
It's not sponsored.
Not a spot. It's I hope Buffalo. I tagged them in. I actually tagged them in our thing as well, and they still nothing.
We need to get Conor McGregor's. I'm going to buy a bottle of Conor McGregor's for the next one.
I've got a bottle.
Haven't you got a bottle, Sam?
Yeah, I've got a bottle.
Oh, yeah. We should each get a
We'll
bottle.
save that for the 23rd of December. Conor McGregor v. Dustin Poirier.
Oh,
No, January, December.
January. 23rd
January. Oh my God, I'm so good with my stats, aren't I? So 23rd of January, guys, not the 23rd of December. We will be back because you guys keep watching and listening for the Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor fight. Because I don't know about the other two, but Neil, what are you doing?
Getting some ice.
Anyone think it was it?
Bro, I'd rather you walk off. I'd rather you disappear from the video than ruin the audio for the people on the audio.
I was trying to be really quiet. I was like, they haven't noticed. Oh, shit, they've noticed.
They've taken time to press download, and you've now ruined it for the audio people.
What I've done is given it dimensions.
Oh,
You can now listen to me open ice.
he's added layers.
And then I'm going to get somebody abuse me for putting ice in my whiskey. That's what's going to happen.
No, so oh my God, wait there. Let's because I'm not as drunk as I was on the last podcast, so I'm going to keep remembering what we have to go back to. So Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, 23rd of January, we will be here. And Conor McGregor, I don't know about the boys, but he's one of my biggest. I just love him. I don't care what he's done bad. He has done some bad stuff, but I just love him. I love his mindset. I just love everything about him. Terry wants to come up and say me. So we're gonna skip on from that. Guys, he just gave me a look on the video one. If you haven't seen the video one, go to video one. Sorry about the audios. Love you all. Terry just gave me a look of disgust. He doesn't agree. But Conor McGregor has always been one of my favourites. I missed his all-time knockout, didn't I, Terry? Because I was asleep because I got drunk. Do you remember?
I remember it very well.
When he knocked out Jose Aldo, 13 seconds. And I was fuming I missed the fight, guys. Terry was more fuming that he'd paid for the fight and it lasted 13 seconds. We've been on a night out. We stayed up. They ate my burger. So I woke up middle of the night, missed the fight, and also everyone had ate my food that we got from the burger van. So I was hungover, missed the fight I wanted to stay up for because I love the dude, and everyone else had ate my burger and chips. But then they were throwing up the next day, right? Was it Connor? Connor was hurling, and you were like, well, I ate the chips, he ate the burger. So winner, chicken dinner. Sam was okay the next day, apart from a cheeky hangover. Next one we're going into is Neil just mentioned about the whiskey. So you saying, Neil, about people saying putting ice in whiskey, me, waters it down, puff, yeah? I get that all the time because I prefer mine with water because I'm an alcoholic and I like to drink it a bit slower and watered down. No. So water actually can bring out aromas in certain whiskey. Aromas and tastes in certain whiskey if you put water into it. So people who drink...
Wild Turkey one of them?
I don't know. I can't help you there. I just not a sponsor, so I would big them up and say it is Wild Turkey if it did. I think Buffalo Trace does, to be honest. I just was listening and researching the other day. I was just trying to see if I was a pussy. And apparently putting ice in it and letting the water dissolve and that brings out aromas and tastes in certain whiskies, which is why people drink it on the rocks.
It's very good to know.
I always thought people drank it on the rocks to dilute it. Oh, to dilute it.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, apparently that's the reason why. People drink it without, people drink it with, and that's because whiskies do that. So yeah.
I don't have ice in mine because I don't intend it to last long enough. to dilute the water.
Yes,
Got to go in one.
you're a Harry Shotter.
I am a Harry Shotter.
Harry Shotter Slotter. But you're not tonight because you let us down and you let all the viewers down and you let all the listeners down. And
I
you didn't-
apologise.
You didn't turn up a whiskey.
I will remedy this for next time.
I feel like I had 460 people, even though we didn't even have that. They messaged me and said the funniest bit was when Terry said, I didn't enjoy any bit of that. And you've ruined it now because we're not going to get it again. Well done, Terry. You've ruined the second podcast. If the
Did you
views are-
actually get people say that?
if the views are down, it's your fault.
Yeah, he said it. It's true.
Yeah, I just said it.
Well, I can only apologise. I mean, I've got gin. I can drink that if you want.
No, it's too late now. You can't
Oh.
backtrack. You've let them down. And if you get hate from this and people turn up at your house, because there's so many people that watch and listen to this podcast, then you're on your own. I'm not sending my security. He is
I
for
think-
me.
I think I'll be all right.
Oh, all right. Gee, there you go. I'll be all right.
Neil don't live far away.
And he would still come as well.
He would still come.
He would run. Neil would run. Because he'd be like, I am
Run?
Groot. It's running down. Neil, if we ever get into trouble and you have to hit someone, I want you to scream that as you hit them.
Could you imagine that?
They'd be like, what the fuck? Groot! Bam! Is it the art of distraction? I am the art of distraction. Like, why are you referencing Guardians of the Galaxy? Bam!
They wouldn't see it coming, would they?
No, literally not.
Well,
They'd be like,
they
I'm
should
so
do.
confused right here. Well, yeah, they should see him coming. He's not a very small man, is he?
No, he's not.
I was having a chat with someone the other day, and we were joking about some certain stuff in the future. And he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, I'll be your security." And I just literally sent him the picture of us three.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll be your manager." I was like, "No, actually, no, shit." I said you could be my. I literally just sent that picture out. I said I can be your manager. He said I'm not gonna pretend that was my joke because he might listen to this. He said I'll be your makeup artist. The reply was I'll be your makeup artist, and I was like, no, you can be my manager at least, man. Like, not my makeup artist. But yeah, he was like, I'll be your security, and I was like, I think I've got that covered. I got two of them. Two of them that one like to hit people and two like to hit people for me.
It's again a very accurate description.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. So, guys, thank you back for joining us. And like I say, it's your guys' fault for giving us 200 views and downloads because that's why we're back. And Terry, let's give them the lowdown on UFC 255. Who is the not the main fight, not Perez, the first
Perez.
title fight.
The first title fight.
Yeah.
So that's Valentino Shevchenko and versus Jennifer Maia. Flyweight, women's flyweight title fight. Shevchenko is the current champion. She is 19-3. She has had six knockouts, which is very good. Female fighters tend not to get so many knockouts. 7 by way of submission and 6 decisions. To be fair, she's been in the game for a fair while. She was a pro boxer before she made pro kickboxer. She had 59 fights as a kickboxer before eventually coming into the UFC. And she's currently 19-3 in the UFC. She has pretty much beat everybody there is to beat. She beat Holly Holmes, Penna. She's but my pronunciation is going to be brilliant again.
Pronunciation.
That's the one.
Yeah, Neil, I got him before you.
Jedrzejczyk, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I can't pronounce that. Do apologise.
Bro, you're smashing
Yes,
this
go on.
though. We got it wrong 10 seconds into the last podcast with Mahoma get head off. So
Yeah, I'm doing
You are-
way better now. Do way better.
you are killing
And
us.
Liz Carmouche is amongst the names of the people that she's beat.
Holly Holmes.
She beat Holly Holmes,
How did she beat Holly Holmes?
knocked her out, I believe.
You
in the
said
second
Holly.
round.
He just said, let's not breeze over that. Say
Holly
Holly.
Holmes.
No, say Holly Holmes. Say Holly Holmes.
Holly Holmes. I can't say it now.
You said, you were like, I have to go with the "You're right, Terry" first to get myself in the language, the accent. But you said Holly who? Like I can't do it.
Holly Holmes. How's that?
That's better. Yeah.
That's better. There we go. So she's fought the 2 weights. She came in at bantamweight and then dropped down to flyweight, where she's obviously become champion. Likes to stand up.
How did she beat Holly Holmes?
Knockout.
I should have watched this.
By knockout.
Yeah, I believe so.
First round, second round?
Second round, I think. If I remember.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Because Holly Holmes destroyed Ronda Rousey. I literally watched that video. We all know it was the same sort of thing we talked about in the last podcast with Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey she already said to herself she was on her way out, I think. And she really wasn't there for that fight, in my eyes.
Not mentioning.
She was doing a film. She was raking all the money in that way. People were blowing her trumpet left, right, and center. She wasn't in fight mode.
Have you ever seen her documentary?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that details a lot of stuff in there. I think kind of makes it clear where Ronda Rousey's head was at during that fight.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the problem is the money they keep paying them in the UFC. Even when your head's not right, you say, "Yeah, let's do it."
Oh, of course it would.
And I think that's exactly what happened. She was ready. She was on her way out and saying like, "This, I'm done." Because she got beat after that as well, didn't she?
She did, yeah. That was the last fight. Was the one after that.
Yeah, So, what was going on is I watched the reaction to Holly Holmes beating her, and I'm like, all these people like Joe Rogan reaction. I'm like, wait, did you not see? He must not keep up with what's going on to see like it was coming. Like she wasn't ready for it. Like
yeah,
that's the problem with the UFC at the moment. Like the last fight. When it's like I love just to stir the barrel and stir shit up. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be fixed, and you were like, no, and then you watch the fight and you think, well, actually, all of it adds up to it being fixed. And
I don't know about fixed. So there's some wild aspersions going on here.
You've got Ronda Rousey on her way out. Yeah, maybe she didn't want to fight, but is it fixed that you not fixed on the aspect not fixed on the say like you gonna go down like the whole boxing thing used to be, but fixed on the way of going in there. Both fighters really know the way this is going. Do you know what I mean? Same with the Conor McGregor fight. Cowboy, I'm sorry, he got paid. That was fixed, not fixed, but you knew how it was going.
What was that?
That was my money. He got paid. He got paid. Terry's still the first one not to swear. Neil, I've swore twice. You swore once.
No, I think
you got a little tally system on.
How can I remember that? But I can't remember stats that we're actually meant to talk about.
This is very true. You got a much longer term memory, mate. That's what it is.
Why are we here? So, yeah. What? But this fighter tonight beat Holly Holmes.
He did.
After the Ronda Rousey fight that everyone remembers her for, which is bad for me. I always remember the ones that are like, oh my God, it's all over the news, and I'm bad for that. She's gone on to beat quite a lot of people, like badly, like beat downs, like not just wins, but like not decisions, like beat downs. Yeah.
Yes. So, heavy hitter.
So who's the fighter? Sorry, tonight that beat her. That beat Holly Holmes?
Valentina Shevchenko.
Valentina Shevchenko. For her to beat Holly Holmes, I now want to stay up and watch the fight. For me, I didn't know that.
It will be good. It will be.
Yeah. And her if you spoke about her
opponent.
Yeah.
No,
let's go then. Let's do that.
Go. Jennifer Maia. So she's number 3 ranked in the current flyweight division. She is record 8.
And what's the other one? She's ranked.
She's champion.
Oh, what happened to number 2?
Conspiracy. Just the way the cookie crumble, mate. Just the way the cookie crumble. Jennifer Maia gets a shot.
How could I remember that from that conversation we had, Neil? Sorry, guys. Me and Neil know exactly what's going on. Neil said that exact question like yesterday. Sorry. So they've missed out number 2, gone 1 and 3. So it's the way the money goes, you mean, not the cookie crumbles.
It depends on their current fights. So Jennifer Meyer may be number 3 now, but or whoever it is number 2. But when was her last fight, and who did she beat to get there? So it's all about going with trend as well. So who's up and coming? You don't necessarily have to be the number 1 contender to get a championship fight. You know, if you I'll come off the back of 5 or 6 win unbeaten run, and you're dominating and you're calling out the champion, and it's what the fans want to see. Why not set it up?
Money then, yeah.
Yeah, so it genuinely does make the whole ranking system pointless.
To a degree, but then what happens when that number 1 contender has the title fight and they lose?
Well, it doesn't matter because if they're 15th, they can still go for a title fight anyway.
Well, you wouldn't get anybody ranked 15 going for a title. Come on.
So it doesn't matter. It's all right. This case is number 1. I'm number 7. I'll fight him.
No, it's a very complex.
Yeah, you know, I'll show you how complex. I'll figure it out for you. I'll go take number 6 and I'll fight him against number 1.
They've done that. They have done it.
Yes.
And look, all right, Justin Geach, perfect example. Right? So was he ranked? I think he was ranked 5 when he fought Tony Ferguson, and he won.
By the way, as well, rank number 1 doesn't mean number 1, does it? That means number 2.
Yeah, ranking 1 is your number 1 contender.
So you're number 2. You shit, basically.
Well, I wouldn't say you're shit. No.
Well, you ain't number 1, though, are you?
Well, no, you're not the champion. You got to beat the champion to be the champion.
So why are they calling him number 1?
I don't know, mate. I didn't set it up. I feel like you put far too much attention on the ranking system. In all fairness.
So before we get back to, I got to split up in between you two. Before we get back to Neil saying the whole system's shit and it's all about money because I started that one. Tony Ferguson vs Charles Oliveira.
Ooh.
That's been set.
Has it been set?
December the 12th.
Gee, we got.
So like it's 3 weeks.
Yep, Tony Ferguson is back in action against Charles Oliveira.
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 Aloe vera.
I bet he's smooth in the octagon, isn't
Really?
He dropped the dad joke. Yeah, 12th of December, that bad boy, Las Vegas. So,
did you say what rank Charles Oliveira is, just out of interest?
Hmm?
Did you say what rank Charles Oliveira is, just out of interest?
8th, 9th.
I don't know. Tony Ferguson is 25-4, and Charles is 29-8.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you.
6-1. It's going to be 6-1.
Apparently, it's a good matchup. I was reading
He's
MMA.
very good. Charles Oliveira is a very big hitter.
And Tony Ferguson, to me, after his last defeat, is going to be confused.
So that's got to be the featherweight.
Still confused. So, Neil, cheers, brother, with the whiskey.
Yeah, you crack on with that.
Yeah, not a sponsor for Neil, and Buffalo Trace for me. And Buffalo Trace, I'm going to tag you in another video, and we are going to get you as a sponsor. If not, I'll see if Conor McGregor pipes up.
So, here we go. Tony Ferguson is currently ranked number 3. Charles Oliveira is currently ranked number 6.
Sorry, Terry, you're missing.
I was close.
Man. That Buffalo.
I'm going to get some, all right? I feel like
just going from beer, going from ale, which is nice ale, to that, I'm just like, it's like liquid sunshine.
Liquid sunshine.
Yeah. Sorry, Terry, what was you saying?
So
Oliveira
ranked 6. Tony Ferguson ranked number 3. I would hazard a guess if Tony Ferguson was to win that fight, it would give him poise for the vacant lightweight championship.
So is that a title fight?
I doubt it.
Who's that?
Ferguson. That's not an interim title
That's
fight.
not a title fight, and nor is the Conor McGregor fight, because Dana White said no, it's not.
Even though Conor McGregor is ranked number 4 still on current rankings.
Because a journalist called him out and said that because Gagey lost.
Yes, he did.
And the title is now vacant. The next big fight in that division is Dustin Poirier, because he has already had an interim title.
Yeah.
So then, should that be a title fight against Conor McGregor?
Well,
and he said, Dana White said, no.
But, and this is where I have to agree with Neil a little bit, only in the top 6, I suppose you could say, the only 2 fighters who haven't lost are Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. They're the only 2 fighters that have won their last fights. Everybody else has lost their last fight. So
But none of them are ranked in the way that your weird ranking system goes. Number 1.
Because Justin Gaethje is still currently ranked as number 1.
Yeah, but he's lost.
But he
He
lost.
should
to
be
the champion.
second. Yeah, he should be second.
Well, he shouldn't though, because he lost to the champion. So for the second is Dustin Poirier. So he needs to, for him to be first, he would have to beat Justin Gaethje.
Oh.
So the lightweight division's like proper open at the minute for anybody to take it. But if you're talking stats, technically speaking, McGregor and Dustin Poirier should be an interim lightweight championship fight.
And it's like Dana White said no straight away. No, he fired straight back on, saying no. But I feel, let's go conspiracy here. Ooh, conspiracy.
Yeah.
Funny that for me as a Conor McGregor fan, this is what's going to happen. Him and Poirier, him and Dos Santos. That didn't happen. Is going to happen after Poirier because he's going to beat him. Then I don't know what's going on in that mix there, but the talk of Khabib doing 30 is going to be Khabib and McGregor rematch 2. But as a McGregor fan, as a McGregor fan, well, look at the fucking money in that though. I'm sorry.
Won't happen, mate.
But the worry for me in a conspiracy and a Conor McGregor side is that he will lose because they'll want Khabib to have 30-0.
They will, yeah. I don't see him doing that 30th fight. He's out. I can't see him coming back.
Well,
he's got nothing to gain from it, though, is he? He's got absolutely nothing to gain from coming back.
But he hasn't
An absolutely shit ton of money.
He's made enough, mate. He's got plenty of money. Yeah,
right, because you're going to turn down money.
McGregor is somebody who chases money. Khabib is not. He chases a legacy.
You say that, and the Gage fight that was fixed. That was fixed. Chasing money.
Even I got
Oh no, I was gonna say. Damn. Train of thought. Who's tipping? Neil, are you tapping? Neil's tapping.
No.
Yeah, it's Neil.
Hands are here.
Now.
Guys, he's holding something in his hand and he's tapping.
What is that, Neil?
This is my bottle opener.
I
got to fidget with something in on.
Oh, I can't remember what I was saying.
If I ain't a bottle opener,
I had something so good to say.
It would be the glass of whiskey.
Jeez. So, the girls that are fighting, the competitor.
Yes.
The competitor.
Yeah. So, interestingly, talking about conspiracies, let's talk about a record first. So she's currently sitting on 18 wins, 6 losses and 1 draw. I hate that draw. What's a draw? She 4 KOs.
Wouldn't you rather have 2 draws and 2 losses, Tess?
No.
By TKO. By TKO. That was good on the mic. TKO. That'd be so much better for your entry.
Well, they call me no chin. I'd rather lose. Yeah, so she's had 4 wins by way of knockout, 5 submission wins, and 9 decisions. So she is somebody who prefers to go the distance. So she's got a decent tank on her. She hasn't, I don't think, done many main event fights. This could be her first 5-rounder. Not sure on that. But interestingly, she was banned in January 2019 for failing a drugs test. For apparently her supplements were tainted.
With what?
Love.
It doesn't say. It just says the banned
love.
substance.
Real love. Tainted love. Dun dun.
6 months. So, and just after she just beat, I can't remember who it was she beat just before that they had the out of season drug test. Not that she didn't have one when she was due to fight. She had one like right in the middle when there was nothing going on. You
Oh.
would, wouldn't you? Interestingly enough. But yeah, obviously she had tainted supplements. Of course she did.
They all do.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to know where they buy these supplements from. Perhaps they,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
perhaps
wanna
they
get
ship
jacked.
over to England.
I want to get accidentally jacked as well. Accidentally jacked on my protein. Oh, sorry. it Just whoa, something just fell in there. Whoa, I'm jacked.
I promise, it's just protein. That's all I'm using.
So what does that matchup look like though? Not statistically. Now you're saying we love conspiracies on this podcast.
I know you do.
So
I think you like that.
no, don't say you, we.
Oh,
We all love it.
We do
You are
like
part of the party. So
I am.
I love a conspiracy. No, so it just gets great conversation to be honest. What's the size difference in them as athletically? Because we know that yes, you get that athletic positive effects of athletically whilst you're taking the gear, but or well not that's not the tainted supplements, but we also know that can also last.
Of course it can.
It can last like it's not in you like, oh yeah, still running through your veins like, ugh. But you can some effects you get from it you can keep them. So what's yeah, the benefit. Yeah, well done with that word, Neil. Hi, I'm Neil, and welcome with the big words in the podcast. Three's the party. I'm Neil, and I'm the big word man. I'm big, and I also have big words.
And a big beard.
Yeah, but
oh, go on. Shoot it down.
I'm sorry for the people on the YouTube. Like on the audio, let's just class it as a big, good, nice shaped beard. On the YouTube, I'm sorry, it's big, but there's nothing good shaped about it. It's very poorly looked after. Just imagine like that house that you drive past, that one house in the neighborhood that the people don't look after, and they just let it grow. And it's very long. And you, if you were excited about like big trees or tall grass, you'd be like, oh my god, what a great garden. But if it was going on how well it looked, that's Neil's beard.
Sorry, man. I feel bad.
Wow. This has just shot me down. I'll come back tomorrow, clean shaven.
Don't do that, man.
Please don't. You're like a baby.
You look like Phil Mitchell.
I can't win either way with you, can I?
No, just look after it.
Braid it.
Go on my.
I'm gonna braid it tonight.
Go on my Instagram. I got some nice ones on there.
So anyway, in ways of how they look.
Yeah. So size difference. Like, does she look like you think?
Well,
they're weighing the same, but she's been made in a lab.
Funny you should mention. Jennifer Meyer, obviously no disrespect to Jennifer Meyer whatsoever, but I'm not sure what was in the tainted supplements, but the girl's got one hell of a jaw on her.
Why is that, Terry?
Just take a picture, mate. Have a look. Just see what you think yourself. She's got a rocking jaw.
Well, what happens with her jaw?
I don't know. Perhaps it was a side effect from the tainted supplements.
Oh,
She got born with it. I don't know. I don't know the girl personally. But
so you're saying from taking tainted supplements, steroids, you get jaw effects.
So it certainly can happen, my friend.
So you could look like Quagmire. Giggity giggity.
You certainly can. It is definitely known, especially for females who are using any kind of performance enhancers. Side effects would be Adam's apple, shape and outline of jaw, deepness in voice. So I've not heard her speak. I'm sure we'll hear later on this evening or tomorrow morning.
I am ready for this.
With Shevchenko, she's got a hell of a target to aim for.
yeah. It's bad for thinking, wow, you've got a big jaw because you're enhanced, but something bigger to hit. So just aside, so let's stop joking aside. Let's be professional here because we are pundits about the UFC. Size difference, much different or
not really? No, they're the same weight. I think there's about 1.5 inch in difference in height, about an inch and a half in difference in reach, but I think the reach goes to Shevchenko. So not a great deal of difference.
Why does that name remind me of like tennis? Neil, stop swirling your ice.
It's
Stop swirling your ice. You sound like you're on my earphones. You sound like you're sucking on a vape.
is it
Not doing
adequate?
anything.
Every time you swirl your ice, it's like
I'm not swilling my ice. I'm done with the whiskey. It's done.
someone did something.
For me,
No.
I got no ice.
It wasn't me because I ain't got ice either.
Ooh, conspiracy. Alex is
Oh.
listening.
Bonjour, if in doubt, sing. Sorry, Terry, what were you saying?
I
Oh,
can't
sorry,
remember.
mate.
Size difference. There isn't much.
What about technical then? What about technical ability? Obviously, we
Oh.
can go. We can go on wins. We can go on losses. But when it's fighting, at the end of the day, like stats do count because of how technically good you are. But you could get caught on that day, and that loss could then
Absolutely.
go against you. So technically, what are we saying? How is this going to pan out?
Me personally, I see Shevchenko completely owning the fight. I think she'll dispatch Maya quite quickly. If I'm being perfectly honest. She doesn't tally up to Shevchenko's ability. From
So
what
on
I've seen there.
Okay. So Neil, on the MMA guys, Terry Brown predicament, we go the other way because he was well wrong last time. I said conspiracy. I said conspiracy. You said knockout. You were halfway. I was halfway. Terry was the furthest.
I'm way out.
Terry said, "Gucci guy's gonna ruin him." Gonna.
Don't say it like that. Don't say.
It is kind of the way it went there, right?
It was literally, yeah, he's gonna bang him. He can't stand with him.
No.
Khabib ain't got. He's a wrestler. Khabib can't even wrestle him.
I'll put my hands up. I got it wrong.
Bro, I can't wait to have enough money on this podcast and enough people watch it that I have a soundboard because I can just bang the. Who are you? I can just with it. Oh my god!
The beauty of the sport, right? Predictions are one thing, but anything can happen when those cage doors close.
Definitely in fighting. That's the thing. Like football, I feel like sometimes you have a shock victory, but it's like say 1 in 10, a shock victory. With fighting, it could be the perfect game plan, but just a random swing catches a random part of someone's head, knocks them out.
Yep.
And it's like, oh my god, I told you. Well, no, you didn't tell me. It was just that happened. Like, but we did expect Gagey to be better on the floor than he was.
They think Cody Dolov, that unbelievable knockout, the last one that we watched.
Oh,
that was literally ripped the geezer's jaw.
There's another good one. The dude that's just coming back into the division, the only person to knock out Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, the only dude to ever knock him out has just knocked someone out in the Bellator, and he's making his way to the UFC.
Ooh.
He's the only person to ever knock him out. And he knocked, the other night, why aren't you here? And I could put it on the TV and we could all watch it and talk about it.
But when was that? How long ago did this dude knock him out?
Today. Oh, Adesanya.
Today?
No, not Adesanya.
How long ago did this geezer knock Adesanya out?
I don't know, but obviously, come on, guys. Media, hype, gets us all hyped, excited.
Money.
Yeah. No, Terry, you're not a conspiracy. It's all about fighting and tactics. Yeah, clearly it's money. Clearly he's going to work his way up in 10 fights' time. And it's going to be like, the only person to ever knock out Adesanya. And then they're fighting together. Oh, my God, big money fight. Yeah, of course that's going to happen if he makes his way through the letter fights. That's why I get annoyed. Taking it back to Conor McGregor, that's why I get annoyed. Because people think about his money fights, not about what he did pre to that.
Yeah, that's true.
When he was knocking people out, when he was lightweight as hell, doing mega weight cuts, and he was knocking people out left, right, and center badly. That big bald dude that he knocked out that looked twice the size of him. and he had his. I can't even think. That's so far back. He had his man bun then, like braids and a man bun. He was young, Conor McGregor, and he knocked that.
Chad Evans. No, he's a small one, but he's the American wrestler.
The coloured ball chap, and he knocked him out like put him to sleep, and it's like people forget about. People forget about if we had a tech guy, if we had our own.
I'm on it. Wow.
I'm sorry, guys.
I apologise to start.
When we get enough of you watching and downloading this, and we've got enough money, I can sort this out. I can
just
stop
sack
all
me.
this tomfoolery. I wouldn't sack you. Yeah, actually, I would. You wouldn't be on the screen. You'd be stood outside the
Diego
door.
Brandao?
Huh?
Diego Brandao?
That rings a bell, Ash.
Dude, you just could be saying names at him. He ain't got a clue.
He knocked him out clean.
Then I remember him fighting Dennis Sipper.
That's nice.
But he knocked out how many of his... That's the thing, when Conor McGregor bangs some stats on Twitter and people are like, you're lying. They think about his boxing match, they think about his Khabib fight, and they think about his fixed fight against Cowboy Cerrone. And then his loss against Diaz. Nate Diaz. That's all they think about. They forget about the like. They forget about like the 10 fights before that, where he was just killing people.
Oh, he genuinely did as well. He put people down, and they were people with the.
That's where the saying came from. Like, I'll put people to sleep. Like that's what he did. Like
very quickly. And
then people only forget. They all just remember the money fights where it was literally by the time he had the Diaz 1 fight was money fights. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, of course it was. He jumped 2 fucking weight classes.
Yeah, he put a hell of weight on to fight a dude mega heavier than him, and then was like, let's do a round 2. Why not? Because I lost. Yeah, cool. Tactically amazing from his coaches that fight to win that. But then same again, just money after that. So it's annoying when people brand him on that. They brand him on the money fights. You know what I mean?
Because I think he made it very publicly, make the public very aware that he was only in it for the money.
Yeah.
So quickly, just before you guys carry on, going back, you said he jumped 2 weight classes.
Yes, he did. Yeah, to fight Nate Diaz.
So where did that put him in the rankings there?
No, it's because someone dropped. Because the fight he was about to have, someone dropped out.
Rafael Dos Anjos.
Dos Anjos, who's just won, who we said he's probably going to end up fighting again,
yeah,
dropped out on him.
6 now.
Dropped out on him. So Conor basically said, "Who wants it?" Nate Diaz was like, "I want it. Let's go." So Conor goes like, "Cool, I'll put some weight on. Let's fight." And he had to put weight on to fight.
So what was Nate Diaz?
Middleweight. No, welterweight.
No. What ranking was it?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. He was in the top 10.
There was no title.
No, there was no title involved.
So regardless of that, let's face it, some nobody in that weight category just jumped in and had a fight with somebody in the top 10.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nate Diaz is not a nobody.
No,
not him. McGregor. So McGregor was nobody in that weight class, right?
Yeah. Because he was.
So he just jumped in randomly.
Yeah. No. It went the other way. So McGregor's fight had already been sold, and it was a week before DeSantis said, "I can't fight." Something happened, wasn't it? Like a broken toe or something. Gay. Oh, so I was gonna say gay. Sorry, something weak. Sorry, guys. Something weak. And then basically it was like, we need to have the fight. So Conor just said, "Who wants it?" Like a street fight. And Diaz was like, "I ate ya. Let's go." And Conor was like, "Well, I'll put some weight on. Why not?"
But what we're saying is somebody that was nowhere near the weight class. He jumped 2 weight classes. He was nobody in that weight class. So as far as I'm aware, he is worse than the bottom.
Yeah. And everyone was like, "Oh, he
lost.
lost.
Top 10.
Oh, he lost." Well, of course he lost. That's like
Of course he's going to lose, yeah.
That's like me putting 20 pounds
Yeah,
on.
it was ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
never. People move weight classes all the time. They'll either drop down one or they'll drop up one.
Yeah, but dropping down one and going up one. So you let's say I don't know how far the rankings go, but say you're 15th in I don't know one weight class and you drop down to the lighter. Fair enough. Or you're number one in not number one, whatever's above number one, and you go up one. Fair enough. But to jump an entire weight class and fight somebody, just complete mockery of the ranking system. It's money, yeah. That's all it is. It's money.
So Terry, you still stand by your ranking system?
Of course.
Sorry, I seem distracted.
Because how else are you going to manage a stable of fighters?
Have we got a child? Have we got a dog?
No, it's Mel.
Oh, Mel, why are you crawling? You can't see you in the background because Neil's got a background on.
She can't hear you, but all of a sudden I've just seen Mel crawling across the kitchen to let the dogs outside.
Bro, that is commitment to the podcast. Guys, if you're not paying anything towards this, when we finally release a payment subscription just for Mel crawling on the floor, the commitment to the podcast, you want to bang your £2 in. Trust me. That's
Apologies.
So, yeah. So, Neil, I agree. I'm more conspiracy about money as well. So
it was clearly just a money thing. There was no.
I'm money. You're.
If anything, irresponsible.
I'm money. I'm money. You're mockery. Neil and Terry is. That's all legit.
Oh, I'm not saying it's completely legit. But
The MMA guy, I'm like, it's money. Neil's like, mockery. Terry's like, oh, it's all legit.
that you have to have a system in place to manage people.
Yeah, I get that.
How are you supposed to know who's performing and who's not? What's stopping?
I get it, but I get that. But it's like, oh no, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer kicking off and being like, bro, we should face the Champions League champions. They're like, well, no, you've got to get through the rankings first. He's like, well, no, because I hate the manager. He's a knob. Like, they go, okay, so Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hates their manager. Let's put the teams together.
Nobody's ever put in for a title shot unless they've won something or they're a last-minute replacement. Look at Masvidal. 6 days, they had to put somebody in to fight Usman.
And he lost.
He did, but he won his last fight, and he was talked to him being able to.
Yeah, and he ruined his title fight, didn't he? Because that's now him done. He has to.
That's the risk he took, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, I get.
You know what I mean? That was his choice. Either continue fighting people and have proper camps and get your title shot when you earn it, or.
But you're saying there's a way of managing fighters. Shouldn't he have gone up one weight class, gone through that weight class, then gone to the next one? Obviously, the opportunity of fighting Nate Diaz would have disappeared at that point, but we all know UFC. It's going to happen at some point. They want the money. It's going to be there. But putting through the ranks, it's just, dude, it's like me turning around and going, you know what, I want to fight Nate Diaz. Let's put some money in it. I'll do it. I'm a nobody. I'm going to get my ass kicked out there. But that's essentially what you've done. You've took somebody who's got some publicity and put him in front of somebody else. What's the point? What's the point of having a ranking system?
You still need the ranking system. You got over.
It's pointless. That's fine. Conor McGregor 7, Nate Diaz 3. There we go. Done. I've ranked it for you.
That makes sense. 7 and 3 fighting.
But what are they at the minute?
Well, at the minute it's irrelevant because they're not fighting.
Exactly. Ranking system irrelevant. It is. It's completely made up system. It's literally, what's his name? Dana White goes, where's my hat?
Oh, mate. Dana White.
Today is Usman and today is McGregor. Let's go. See what happens.
No. There is so much more to it than just who fought who.
No, they don't go, oh, they go, who's going to earn the more money?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's a pointless system.
Neil.
We'll have to agree to disagree on this one, dude.
Neil.
Go on.
Terry's fuming.
You've got no comeback on it though. It's pointless.
I would love to come back on it.
His sport
then do it. Do it.
The sport that he loves and the sport that he devours. Neil has taken it apart. 4 whiskeys in. Is
Four
it?
whiskeys. I'm getting on the whiskey trail, I tell you.
Okay. Choo choo. Okay.
Choo, choo.
Okay. Main
Moving on.
event. Main
Main
event
event.
tonight.
Main
Main
event.
event tonight.
Oh, so the name it. Figueroa versus Alex Perez.
Rank 7 and rank 4.
Not close.
Neil.
Champion. Champion and Perez is rank 4. Don't do it. Let's start again.
Neil, I don't want a text from Terry after this saying he's stepped down from the Freeze Party podcast because you've ripped apart his sport he loves. Gave him no room to breathe. Like, please. Talk.
That's why I the MMA like, because I understand it.
Baby, burn. It's so burn, baby, burn. Neil, you shoot your dogs up.
Sorry, 2 seconds. I'll let them back in.
Oh.
Carry on talking.
Yeah, so we got Figueroa, who is the current champion, fighting Alex Perez, who is 4. Figueroa is phenomenal. We watched his, did we watch his fight against Benavides? I'm sure we did.
Neil, I just watched you abuse your dog. Sorry, guys. On the listeners, Neil is letting his dogs in, and he just abused one. So if you'd like to give him a lot of hate on Instagram, Neil Adam, find him.
Oh, with the way he's going, there's going to be a lot of hate coming his way.
Facebook, send him all the hate you want.
Not only you've got the MMA people who are really upset with you now, because you just demolished their sport. Now you got RSPN after you.
No, you got.
I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, Neil. Great job, mate. Great job, mate. So people on the audio, Neil just let his dog in. People on the YouTube know just what happened. Audio, Neil couldn't hear any of that, so please don't text him, message him, or speak to him. That's not his number. I didn't give over his mobile number. Don't text him. Don't call him. Terry, carry on. Main event. So.
Wait. What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing. Terry's talking about Terry. Main event. Main event. Perez.
Perez. And Figueroa.
Sorry, Perez. There's no I. It's Perez.
Yeah, there's no I. Perez.
So what am I doing here? I just caught myself in the camera, like.
Yeah, look at that. It's very eloquent of you.
Oh. Trying to hold it. Okay.
You do what Neil does and just grab it with your like.
Sorry, audio. I keep forgetting about the audio. I'll just pick my my new SIG, www.sig.com. That's up that I am not a sponsor. They are a sponsor. I put my beer in for the viewers, and I was picking up with one finger sticking out. That's not me. Yo, the wasteman. That's not me. I'm from Dordon, so I don't stick my finger out. Tamworth, born and bred. Well, born in Cornwall, lived in Tamworth. I don't stick my finger out. So people on the audio, what I was on about with the finger. People on the old YouTube, they can see the finger, and audio can't see the finger. Carry on, Terry.
I can't remember where I was, mate. Figueroa versus Perez.
In your kitchen, bro.
In my kitchen, with the Coffee with Sam podcast in the background.
Yes. Oh, you remembered that.
Of course I remember.
How many sides you had? 1?
No, I think this is number 4, number 4, 5.
I've not seen you top a drink at once.
Because I'm very clever. I'm not like Neil. Like, bam.
So, guys, you might be on the audio, but I'm letting you know that I'm leaving right about now, and I'll be back in a second. My dog, abusing my dog, and I'll be back in a second. Yes, Neil, we heard it all, and our SPCA will be in touch.
You hear a knock at the door, mate. Just bolt straight out the back garden.
It could be some MMA guys or RSPCA.
One or the other.
Carry on, Terry. I'm gone. Neil's reaction. Oh my god, his face. He was like, "Oh, you heard that?
Shit!
Oh, you heard that?"
Well,
guys on the audio, I have to keep talking to. It wasn't that bad. He was on. If you want to watch how bad it wasn't, it's on the YouTube. He literally,
Oh, what a
he
way to
literally just
watch
brought
that.
his dogs in. There was 3 dogs, and there was 3 dogs, so they all come running at the same time, and the one dog went. Row, row, row. Neil didn't touch the dog. Carry on, Terry.
Well,
Thank you. No dogs were harmed in the filming of this product. Figueroa is the current champion. He beat Joseph Benavidez 4 months ago, I think it was, by way of submission. It was a very, very impressive victory. I'm sure we watched it. Sure, the 3 of us watched it. Well, it could have been the one I thought. No, it's not the one I fell asleep on because that was Henry Credo.
No, because I thought seeing the videos of Perez is the blonde-haired dude, right?
No, the blonde dude's Figueroa.
I saw him get knocked out.
No.
And that's why I was really confused. He's now ended up as a title fight.
No, Figueroa hasn't been knocked out. Figueroa is like 19-1 at the minute. He hasn't been beat for it.
Perez, who did he fight?
Nobody of real anything warrant, if I'm honest. Looking at
Figueroa is the man.
Figueroa is the man. Right, so
Who did he beat
Figueroa,
last?
Joseph Benavidez. And Joseph Benavidez was the champion for he beat Mighty Mouse. What was his name? Demetrius Johnson. Who was the title holder for years and years. Joseph Benavidez he has the fastest hands in the whole UFC. His strike rate per minute is faster than anybody else. It's on UFC Pass if anybody wants to subscribe and watch that. Upsell, but not a sponsor.
Yeah, Neil, you let me down there, bro. I thought you were going to jump in with not a sponsor.
sorry, I'm just trying to. I'm sitting here thinking.
You up for everything, mate.
Sorry, I'm still stuck back here thinking, how on earth do they figure out how fast somebody punches? And do they all like line up and do it at once, or?
No, it's measured with a scientific machine, my friend.
And this machine being a stopwatch?
No, it's like a pad. So he has to punch the pad as many times as he can in a minute. And it measures his stroke rate.
Okay, so do they like?
To prove it, they went into a warehouse, and the presenter went up into the rafters of the warehouse, and he had like his little chalk ball. You know, when you if you're a powerlifter, you got a ball of chalk you rub on your hand.
Yeah.
Basically one of those, right? And he was directly above Benavidez' head, so he dropped the ball, right? So Benavidez.
So a blind reaction test, yeah.
Blind reaction test.
Yeah.
So Benavidez wouldn't see that ball until it was like here.
All right, Neil.
He's got. Bear in mind the distance.
Blind reaction test. Yeah. So yeah, blind reaction test.
Continue, Terry. It's fine.
Thank you.
Ignore him. He's drunk.
He basically had point 0.3 or 0.4.
Fake ass, bruh. Like fake ass. Like.
Anyway, so did they all do this at once, or do they do it just as and when, or?
You have so many attempts to basically strike the back. You got basically recorded that from the moment he saw it to the moment he hit it, there was like 0.5 seconds in between. So his strike speed is that fast to be able to see and then hit.
And was it just like a line of people and they just did it all together, or did they do it like as and when?
They have facilities to measure all these things, don't they? So they'll measure people multiple times throughout any training period.
Okay. Sorry, and that's where my thought train was before we even got to where we was.
Okay. But yeah, so he has the fastest hands and the fastest reaction time of all the UFC current ranked fighters. But
Neil's probably just getting jealous. He's like, "Oh, fastest hands. Well, I see Sam in trouble, and I didn't react that fast.
He's got a pretty quick reaction time.
I want to know how fast he would react if Sam was in trouble." So
I have no idea what he's on about.
He would be the reaction time would be
very
similar.
Probably very 100% very similar.
Yes. So, but that being said, Figueroa dispatched of Benavidez quite easily.
Dispatched.
Dispatched. You like that,
Bro,
didn't
have you been learning off Neil? Big
you? Yeah,
words.
we've had some Zoom sessions
Yes.
to work on my pronunciation.
Some
Hey.
pronunciation. Good job, guys.
But what's interesting enough is that was the second time that Figueroa had fought Benavides. The first time they fought, it was actually Benavides came in heavy, so he was fined 30% of his purse and had to make it a catchweight fight, so the title was off the cards. So he had to have a rematch, a make weight for him to actually win the fight, the title itself. So
Guys,
he beat him twice.
So remember where you're at, Terry.
Yeah.
Pin of that.
Who?
Have we seen the Mike Perry weigh in
No, I've not seen it.
for this weekend?
Yeah, I've not seen it.
4.5 pounds over.
Jesus.
Yeah. And went on
Unprofessional.
Twitter and said, "Oh my God, guys, these aren't the exact tweets, but oh my God, guys, like it's so hard. You're not making
Because his
weight."
wife's his trainer.
Huh?
It's because his wife's his trainer. He doesn't have a proper camp.
So he's saying to guys, "Oh God, you need me. I'm good at making weight."
This is true.
But oh my God, guys, it's so hard to make weight. I asked for a fight at this weight and blah 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 blah, and tried to get everyone on side. Yeah. Then have you seen his weigh-in today?
No, I didn't.
Rocks up, 4.5 pounds overweight, stands on the scales. You are 4.5 pounds overweight. Dabs. That's a mockery. If you've just come in like,
He is a bad
I've seen fighters panic 0.5 pound overweight, like, oh my God, I'm overweight. Yeah. 4.5 pound overweight. That's like 1/4 of a stone, right?
A little bit under, yeah.
Yeah, it's close
Yeah.
enough. Dabs, rocks off, yeah, then walks up to the face off, yeah, swaying and
Yeah, he does
eyeballing. Eyeballing his opponent like this. Like, still
So what
being-
happens in that situation?
He'll be fine.
He's lost 30% of his
in his
purse.
Yeah.
So
And
30,
they'll call it a catchweight fight.
so 30% of his purse is gone.
Do you know how much his purse is?
It'll be anywhere between 10, 25, 30,000 per fight, I would have thought. But it's interesting, Mike Perry is desperate. He needs money. He needs to fight because he needs money.
But that's nothing compared to the fact of what happens if it's not a fact of making weight. It's a fact of he is actually 5 pounds, 4.5 or 5 pounds heavier than his fighter that he's fighting. That's dangerous.
Not necessarily. By the time they actually fight, they won't be far off. Because don't forget that weigh-in's only good. It's not even good for 24 hours.
Yeah, I suppose.
What's the difference
What a
between
mockery
that
of the
and
sport, though.
It is a mockery of the sport. It's massively unprofessional.
What's the difference between that and the next weight class?
So he's fight. I don't know what he's currently fighting at.
He has to fight. He said, "I would rather fight at 185."
185.
I think.
Yeah.
He said. I'm sure he said. He tweeted. He messaged it when he was doing his whole like get everyone on board. Oh, my Perry, I didn't make it. Can I?
He's currently fighting on. He's fighting a welterweight. So he's only one division below that.
And he hasn't made it.
No. But when Mike Perry fought last time, his opponent didn't make weight, and he called him out on it, saying he was unprofessional, and he still managed to make weight, even though he didn't have a camp and his wife was his trainer. No, he's just done the complete opposite thing.
I'm sorry, like, if you can't make weight as a fighter, if you've made it to the UFC, if you've gone unless you got spat shoom out of your mom's cagar, yeah, and you just and you just grew up and you've never had a professional fight in your life, yeah, and then the first fight in the UFC and you go, I haven't made weight. Fair enough, yeah, but you're like fourth, fifth fight in the UFC is your maybe 100th fight in your fight world minimum, right?
Yeah.
Your first fight in the UFC, first fight. So this is not even Mike Perry's first fight. First fight in the UFC
He's been around for a long time.
Could be your 100th fight that you've had to make weight for, you don't miss that. I'm sorry.
No. It's really unprofessional.
Like, missing it by a pound is unprofessional, let alone 4.5. And then,
Sometimes the
and
things that
then,
put in the
and
weight
then he
cut.
just bowls onto the stage like there's no problem.
But he's a very arrogant, and he's a very brash kind of character. He's not afraid to
I get that, but once
say
you've,
stupid shit.
I get that, but once you've already been on social media and you've tried to get everyone's side and win them on side, that ain't gonna work when you rock up being a. Oh.
No.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Oh my god, my microphone wasn't ready for that. It clipped like red. I'm sorry, guys.
Wow.
It still happens, and I'm still not the only one who's not saying that.
We even said that's the one word we can't say.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna edit it out because I feel like it's deserved. The UFC fans.
Do you know what I mean?
So
You just Mike Perry'd your own podcast.
you won. Call out someone who's not made weight.
Yeah.
You then turn up. Well, you go on Twitter 3 days before you don't make weight, and you try and get everyone's attention. In fact, I want to find it. I really want to find it because I want to show how MMA. I want to show how sad, like, it's like how much he wants people on side. Sorry, guys. Same again. We've got no tech, so it's.
We're gonna have to invest in it. Where's Dave?
Yeah, we need Dave.
Which Dave?
Be careful.
Which Dave?
I don't know.
Chinese Dave.
No, see, that's the only way I know is to address him, and I didn't want to say Chinese Dave.
I have a Chinese Dave. If technical Dave, as in
Safety Dave.
Safety Dave.
Safety Dave.
He currently has COVID, so he would.
How did Safety Dave get coded?
Because he still has to go to work, doesn't he?
He wasn't very safe.
No.
Safety Dave was not following procedure.
But he has to go to work.
His SOP was well out.
Mike Perry.
Interesting you mentioned COVID while you're searching for that.
Okay, here we go. So Mike Perry's tweets were Platinum Perry. This come from Platinum Mike Perry. I'm sorry, man. I don't think I can make it. That was the first tweet, nothing else.
We don't think you can make what?
Then,
Breakfast?
I have always talked trash during weight cuts so that if I couldn't make it, I could say I told y'all I wasn't sure. Maybe I've outgrown this. I did try to ask for a fight at 185, but maybe I just don't have it anymore. I'm so thankful to all the kind people at the UFC.
Wow.
So he's saying he basically opened his mouth because he never thought he could make a weight.
He's just trying to dig himself out of an hole. That's just poor.
Then, so easy for people to sit there and say shit. And that's not me swearing, that's the tweet. But I swear I feel like anyone saying I'm weak for this doesn't cut weight. It's death to me. I'm dying already, and I have 6 more pounds to go. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but harder than the first 14.
You know what I say to that? Put your fucking phone down and concentrate on your weight cut.
Right there. Then these bang on about it, and someone said on it. So he rocks in. See if I can show you guys. I don't think I can. 'Cause it's Instagram.
Careful.
I can probably. So he rocks into his weight cut and does this.
Oh, really? IBS knockout.
Yeah. So he's now dodging, ducking, diving, trying to wind his component up. Yeah. And he walks
Look at the
off.
height difference.
Yeah.
How is that? Tim Means, who is what? He's got to be at least 4, 5, 6 inches taller, and he still made weight.
Yeah.
That's
And he-
poor.
And he walks off. And then someone said, who said it? Oh, I'll read it here. It's going to be annoying now. I can't find it. Oh, yeah. How can he have so much energy at a face-off if yesterday when he weighed in, he was struggling? to make weight.
Mm. Interesting.
Like if he's struggling and he's got 6 more pounds to go before the weigh-in, and he's already cut 14, that's 20 pounds. That's over a stone.
It's nearly 2.
Yeah, it's over a stone, way over a stone for English people. How can he? Because we have American viewers. Oh yeah, we do. How can he say like, oh my god, like I'm really struggling, and then walk up and I know you can fake energy, but his body doesn't fake energy.
Yeah, but there will be an element of adrenaline involved in that, won't it? I mean, he's in front of the camera.
Yeah, but have you seen? Look at Conor McGregor when he fought at the weight he shouldn't have fought at. When he looked like he was gonna die on his documentary before the fight. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And he comes out and
Wait,
he's
similar
still,
to what we did.
and if you look at him, yeah, boy. And you're probably gonna watch it the day that he fights Dustin Poirier. We'll watch that, then we'll go into the fights. We'll have a full on.
Unbelievable shit.
We'll have a full on day, guys. Get hella drunk in this room.
Good swear again.
So, I was close. So you saw it with him when he was real bad, and then even on his weigh-in, if you look back to his weigh-ins where he weighed in at his actual fight weight, on the weigh-in he looked gaunt and looked
They all do.
black.
They all do. The majority of fighters will. If you look at Figueroa, it is in the weigh-in. Him and Perez. Look how lean they were. I mean, it's like you know, after Sunday dinner, and you just got a little bit of chicken left on the bone. It was like that. Like literally nothing to it. He was ripped. He was dialed in. That would have been disgusting.
Yeah.
But he did it, and he hit it. Like, because that's what you do. You're a professional athlete. That's your
I
job.
just feel, I feel the problem with Mike Perry is that he's
He's an asshole.
Yeah, he's created the wrong bubble for himself.
Yeah.
Because he's done what he's done in the past. And then obviously after his last fight, when he won with his wife as the coach,
He did.
and everyone was like, wow. But then 3 days later, he's punching his wife in a restaurant, or was it? Or punching some old dude in a restaurant and messing it up completely. And it's like, oh, dude,
He wasn't even good though, was
This
it?
guy.
We watched his fight, and he wasn't even good. He did win. You got to give him credit because he actually, he turned up, he made weight, and he won.
yeah.
But his fight was poor, and he was slow and sluggish. He looked so off the pace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just threw more punches. That's it.
Yeah. And got the point. Yeah, it was a points, wasn't it?
It was a point. Yeah, 1 point decision.
Yeah, he's done now, isn't he?
He is. He's been in the game for a very long time, and I wouldn't discredit.
I just feel with someone who doesn't make weight, like the last time I made it with the Khabib fight, like you should make weight on the scales with what you're about to fight the next day. Obviously, we know that's not going to happen. We know that, and I've been involved in. I spoke about this on my last podcast with Josh. I've been involved in all that. You get heavier the next day, etc. Blah 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 blah. But you shouldn't have to like Khabib take your shorts off. Like, I'm sorry, that is unprofessional for someone like that as a champion. You should get on there with your shorts on.
Then if you're a professional athlete, right, and you want to win, you want to come in as heavy as you possibly can before you do weight cut, because you're going to be in a much better position come fight day.
Yeah, definitely.
So
But
it's not unprofessional for him to have to take his shorts off. He's nailed it, isn't he? Because he's got as heavy as he possibly can. And
come on, just bang on the scales with your shorts on and get weight. Not have to
Absolutely.
go, oh, put a curtain in front of you. You're not weighing the right weight.
Are they doing that to create drama? Is it a PR stunt?
No, because you're not a conspiracy theorist, Terry. That's not your job. That's mine and Neil's
It's
job.
not a conspiracy.
Terry, that's mine and Neil's job.
It's a tactical ploy.
That's mine and Neil's job.
Yeah, it gets in people's heads, doesn't it? Gets in your face, mind.
I'm going to have to change this podcast from the Freezer Party to the Conspiracy Podcast. Because all three of us are going to be on the same length in a minute.
Love it. Why not?
No, but it's like, but I feel okay. Let's go to it then. So you want me to suck up to your beloved MMA? So let's Okay,
What
Khabib.
else do?
So Khabib's was agreeable. We agree on Khabib's.
I
Yeah,
agree on Khabib. I
Yeah.
don't see any
we
issue
agree, and
there.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Mike Perez makes a mockery of the sport.
100%.
There we go.
£4.5 is a disgrace. He should be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even
Yeah.
let him fight.
Being half a pound with your shorts is okay, but 4.5 pounds is dangerous. It's dangerous. And people say, "Oh, no, it's not dangerous."
Stupid.
It is dangerous because the next day they fight. What happens if the other dude maybe didn't cut weight? Maybe if that's
Maybe.
him. Maybe if he cut a lot of weight to get where he's at. Sorry. And then Mike Perry
Naturally a lot
coming
heavier.
4.5 heavier. Then he puts weight back on. And I know fighters can lose a stone over weight overnight.
Yeah.
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 So Mike Perry could now come in 20 pounds overweight. And this dude, that could be his fight weight.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, but then how conditioned is he? How fit is he?
You better forget
If he's that far, if he's
about
that
that.
far off his weight though, he's not gonna be performing.
Yeah,
at his-
you could say that, but we've got a dude. Is Neil at the bottom of your screen, or where is he?
yeah, he's the bottom
Yeah.
of the screen.
Neil at the bottom of your screen. He's a big motherfucker, and he is
He's
conditioned
big.
as hell. Yeah, like I
He's got
wouldn't
logs for hands.
Well, no, yeah, no, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, he's got logs for hands, but I wouldn't want to run against him. Anyone on the audio, anyone on the old YouTube?
Are you quick, Neil?
No,
Huh?
my mic stand has just fallen off.
I've noticed.
That's why I'm doing something weird.
I've always dancing with it.
Explain to the YouTube guys, my mic stand's just fallen off, and I have my
Are you
mic
fast,
in my
Neil,
hand.
yeah?
Huh?
Can Neil run?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm quick.
Bro. And I hope that's just made red things like. So.
It's an honest question.
So. The thing with Neil is, yeah, he was an athlete before he was a fat elite, yeah. He was.
I didn't say that. I didn't
Yeah.
say that, mate. I just asked a question.
So Neil can turn up, yeah, and he can still display his athlete over the top of his fat elite, yeah. Maybe not to 100%, but maybe a 95%. So, yeah, that's why he's probably good at his job, and that's why he's my head of security.
So in answer to my question, is that yes or no?
What was your question?
Is he fast? You said you
Yes.
wouldn't want to run against him.
No, you wouldn't. So I ran against him, yeah, and I beat him. And he was fuming that I beat him. So we were both, because we're both cheerleaders, and we were doing run tests, like as in like how quick we could react and blah blah blah. And I ran against him, and Neil, being Neil, was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this because I'm fast," because he knows that he's an athlete over the top of his fat elite. So he knew he was gonna win this, and he didn't. And
Was you upset,
me, well, yeah, because I've got a good
I
I I've got a good foot. I've got a good
small person.
Foot. I've got a good foot length disadvantage. Surely a good foot.
He's got a longer stride.
Well, he should be fucking. That was aggressive. He should be. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to stop the aggressiveness with when I swear. He should be. I should be quick off the mark, but he should get me at the end. And he was like, literally was like, the words that came out of Neil's mouth. I remember I was running, and I can still see him by the side of me, yeah. And he said, I can't. Sorry. It's a good memory.
What?
Fond memory.
The
Fond.
suspense.
It's not funny. It's just.
You're laughing.
Because to me, I was like, haha, I beat you. So I'm like, I find that funny, like, ha, you're really tall, ha, I beat you. And he literally just turned to me and said, wow, I didn't think little people could run that fast. Which is funny. It's funny for tall people like Neil, but I didn't think little people could run that fast. Let's say the next race we had, which was literally 30 seconds after, he smashed me. Yeah, all right, okay, cool. I smashed you.
You upset him, so he got angry and then ran real fast.
Yeah, and I messed my strides all up. Yeah, that's what it was. It was more a stride situation. I didn't take off the gate correctly. He was ready. I was like, I
Do
stuttered.
do you remember that time when you wanted to learn to be a sprinter?
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, I did. Yeah.
I remember that really well.
Thanks, Terry. Do you know that butter? You know that button? Yeah, I was
I
fast
just
though.
got with
Eh?
that.
Well, you're not funny, Terry. The main thing is though, I was quick against the tall dude. So how quick would I be against the short ones? Johan Blake is only my size. Johan Blake. So
He's jacked.
so would you like to so would you like to
Jesus. Remember the start of this podcast where we got told off not swear?
Well, don't come for me then. I'm the host. You should be nice to me. I'm clipping here. My audio thing's saying I'm clipping. I'm clipping.
Sorry to all those audio guys. Sam's getting a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, he's triggered by the look at it.
Sorry, audio guys. Terry's had me. I've clipped. Some clips happened. So, Terry,
Yes.
what's your winner
Who's my winner?
from the first title fight? Who's your winner and why?
Shevchenko and Maya.
Yep, and why?
Shevchenko, because she's by far a better fighter, a better athlete.
Are you sure?
Proven champ. Well, after the last one, no, if I'm honest. But I'm a betting man.
This is backtracked, literally. Shevchenko. You sure? No. So on that note, we'll forget about that. Pull your secret surprise out, boys. Pull out your secret surprise that I delivered at your house this afternoon.
COVID safe, though. He was miles away from the door.
So for our YouTube viewers, we have chips. They are hot
not
chips.
sponsored.
Oh, not a sponsors. On mine, you can see them. We have chips on our
We've been
audio.
censored.
I have made and delivered some hot chips to my boys. Okay. And I thought we would do a hot chip challenge. Yeah, I dropped them at the door.
Do predictions first, because this might end after this.
No.
Let me get a new drink before we start this.
No, Neil, you should have the drink ready.
It's here in the fridge.
Okay, well, Con, I'm talking, so go now. I had sorry on the audio, guys. I think he thinks he's just. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying, Neil. You've thrown me off. Neil's well throwing me off. Sorry about that pause, guys.
So, COVID safe delivered.
COVID safe delivered. There we go. So I'm trying to hit all sorts of health and safety precautions here, Neil, and you're not helping me. That's the cider I've still got left in my fridge.
That was mine.
So COVID safe delivered. I dropped it at the doors, and I knocked on the door, and I stepped back, and I went back to my car, and then explained what the crack was. So Terry, let's explain the story of how you received the chips. So I dropped the chips at Terry's door, and I stepped right back to my car like a good 9 meters, not even 2 meters. Terry comes out and he says,
"Thanks, mate."
He says, "Thanks, mate." And I'm thinking, that's not a reaction I ever expected. "Thanks, mate." And he picks his bag up. And then I was like, I've got to speak because I'm learning all this stuff now that you've got to
just show everybody what the bag is.
Okay, the bag. So it could be drugs or it could be mushroom. People on the audio.
It could be anything.
It could be mushroom. It could be mushrooms. It could be sweet potato. It could be
anything.
So he just picks it up and doesn't even look at me and just says, "Thanks, mate." And then I was like, he definitely doesn't know that I'm here, so I have to speak to him. So all you guys that we live way far apart from each other. So because we're doing this at each of his houses, then I had to go and deliver this special package to their houses. So I was dropping it off. Neil's missus picked it up. Sweet. Neil's in the back garden burning fire, so he was fine. Terry's not so good. Terry come to the door, picked it up. He said, "Thanks, mate." And then I was like, "Well, that's not a right that's not the right reaction I expected. I expected like to get excited. He hasn't seen me in a long time since the last podcast, like a month." So I said, "Don't eat them until the podcast." And he looked at me. So, oh, and he was taken aback, like, "Oh," and he said, "I thought you were the takeaway. Thought you were the takeaway." For one, if he hasn't looked at me, that's fine. But who delivers for YouTube viewers a bag of something for takeaway? What of your? And then he says, "Oh, it's because the kids have ordered it." What are your kids ordering? What are your kids ordering? Like in a bag. I had to speak to him for him to know that it was legit me. It was dark. It was dark, guys. It was dark. I get that. Sorry, I got high pitched then. I was clipping. Sorry. I have no audio.
What does clipping mean?
It goes red. So then when I upload it to YouTube or to the audio, in your ears, it would be like real crackly and horrible.
Oh, okay.
So it would record really bad.
So,
Which is why we need to make money, guys, and we need to have an audio guy. We need to have a Chinese Dave.
We need to employ Chinese Dave.
We need to have a Chinese Dave.
or is he Oriental Dave? Is that more politically correct?
No, I don't care.
No, exactly.
I don't care if
He's
people
not
are
actually
offended.
Chinese.
He is Chinese Dave, and that's what I'm going to call him.
He's not Chinese.
But his name's Dave, and he looks Chinese.
Right.
He's not Oriental. Oriental means he could be from anywhere.
Well, no.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Where does Oriental mean?
Asia.
So that means China, Japan. No? Where's Asia? What's Asia?
India.
India, okay.
Pakistan. Afghanistan.
Are you sure? You're just guessing.
No, I'm sure.
Okay, so if we said Asian, then we'd be
Thailand.
way off.
Philippines.
So we'd be way off. He looks
Malaysia.
Chinese. So he's Chinese Dave. He
Oh, we
We
doesn't,
don't mean
doesn't-
offence. Just let
he-
you know.
no, but he doesn't look Indian. Like he doesn't look English. Right? Or he doesn't look American. Or he doesn't look Philippine. Or
So
he
can you
looks
look-
Chinese.
Can
So
you
he's
look,
Chinese Dave.
so can you be English and look Indian?
Let's not get into this because you're gonna open up a whole can of worms.
Ooh,
Let's not start.
you could.
Yes, you can. 100% you
can.
can.
Yeah, you
just
could be
clarify.
English and look Indian.
Good. Very pleased. But you can't
But-
be English and look Chinese.
But what would you say that dude is? Like, when you speak to him, like, say, well, like, how would you describe him?
Well, I've known Dave for a long time.
Yeah,
I've
And
met
he's
his mum and I met his dad.
yeah, they're definitely
not
English.
Chinese.
they're definitely English. but he looks Chinese, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to dispute it. Yeah, he looks Chinese.
Okay, so because Neil won't go in there, I'm gonna go in there. So he looks a little Chinese, but he's also as clever as the Chinese, which is where he got his Chinese name from. Chinese Dave. He is very clever with his technological advances. And guys, come on, you can't even look at me and pull faces. China are ahead of us with technology. Like, get out of here. Yeah, Chinese Dave. get
Japan
out of
is.
it. So
Yeah, Japan is very advanced.
stop talking about Japan. I'm talking about China.
Asia's quite a technology technical.
Yeah, but
Quite
Terry, I
advanced
didn't
technology.
say China were better than Asia. I didn't say China were better than Japan, did I?
You'll be clipping, mate. You'll be clipping.
No, I'm not clipping because I've turned it down so I can shout at y'all. Ugh, and be American. Ugh. I didn't say they were better.
Saying. I just thought it was worth mentioning, just in case
Well,
you
we
are.
could go down a massive rabbit hole of who's better at technology and who's not better at technology.
Japan's
it's not
definitely
very
better.
Cornish people aren't very good.
No, they're not.
They
No.
haven't got a clue what's going on.
No.
They haven't heard of COVID. Cornish people haven't even heard of COVID.
No.
They're like, what is this? I don't even know what COVID is. Oh, that's not even a COVID. That's not even a Cornish accent.
What
I
was that?
panicked. I'm
Was
sorry.
that Irish? What was that?
Sorry. I'm really sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Probably said this.
Terry, you tell us. You
Yeah.
tell us what it sounds like in about COVID.
It's just not happening, is it?
So how the hell did we even get to here?
I don't know.
I
We're talking
feel
about
like
crisps in a bag.
Yeah, I felt like
Yes, Chris in a bag.
we
To the front
digressed
door.
somewhat.
To the front door, COVID. So, my partner, Alexandra Banfield, has made these crisps, and she said, you
Thank you, Alex.
guys need to test them on the podcast.
Okay.
So I said, okay, like an idiot. But, she doesn't know how strong they are. So, I want us to take 4 of them.
Well, when I spoke to Alex earlier this evening, she said, her quote, there's enough stuff in there to make you shit through the eye of a needle. Her quote.
Was that a phone call?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't know because no one's eaten them before.
I mean, this could be disastrous.
It could be massively disastrous.
Apart from you guys backing out,
I'm not backing out.
Reach
I
in.
just think 4 is excessive.
I want you to reach in and take 4.
I think 4 is a lot.
Well, I'm going to take 4.
I think if you haven't had enough of a kick by the time you have 3, then by all means have 4.
2,
Mate,
3, 4. I'm ready.
where is it? Look,
Well, no, take a crispy one then.
I've got one crispy one. It was just the first one I picked up, Sam.
Okay, there you go. So find the crispy ones, and you've got to eat those ones. How's that?
You put them in a fucking cellophane bag, mate. So they ain't
2,
good. Yeah, they.
3. Well, I've got 4 crispy ones and mine in a cellophane bag, so get
I
over
mean,
yourself.
you're not
Terry.
even small, are they? Let's be honest.
You're a
I've-
nightmare. You are an absolute nightmare.
I've gone for a mix. I've gone for some half and halves, and I've gone for a really crispy one and a really power one.
I've gone for the smallest one.
They're all going in like literally at the same time.
At once.
Oh, come on. I think you're being ridiculous. I can't handle all food.
Mate,
So
dude,
precisely.
Terry, can I just let you know, I get the hiccups with barbecue sauce from McDonald's.
I can literally fold
So
this one in
I am
half.
stuffed, mate. No, 4 in.
Nobody can
Show
see
me your
this.
4. I
Look,
wanna
look, I
see
can
your
fold
4.
this in half. Look,
That's 1, Neil. That's 1. That's not 2. That's 1. So,
one.
so on
2.
YouTube, I want to see your 4.
Where's my 4?
Terry, what is that? Bro, these are my 4.
Well, you're a fucking idiot.
Terry, get rid of 2 of those and take 2 big ones
just-
now.
I don't
Otherwise,
know.
I'll get rid of you from this podcast.
I'm just.
Neil, show me.
Look, 1,
Is that better?
2.
Okay,
There's the
so
camera
because you're
there.
all ball bags, the biggest ones in your bag.
They are the biggest ones.
And
Yeah,
I've just licked my fingers, and I am already on fire. So, guys, these have been made by Alexandra, and they are hot
You're fucking taking the piss.
chips.
And now you've sworn.
Paying for that.
And we have no milk.
Your fingers.
Guys, we have no milk. We have no water.
I've got milk. Don't fucking worry
Yeah,
about it.
I've got a fridge here.
We are ending this podcast with the hot chip challenge. Let's go. 4 chips.
We haven't even done predictions.
What predictions on what?
That's
You're
fine.
gonna-
It's the whole point of the podcast.
I'm gonna say you're gonna bitch out.
Yeah, we're going to finish this, and then you're going to do predictions, right?
I don't know how much of me is going to be left after eating 4 of these.
Okay, do predictions first then. I'd already got my show notes.
I've
bro.
got,
I
I've
look
got
at my.
spice on.
Just hold them in your hand, Neil. It's not that hard. I looked at
I've
my
put 'em on
show
the bag.
notes. My show notes said hot chips, then predictions. Tell me predictions now. Let's go for tonight. Before you bitch out, you little wimp. You little pussy hole. You little pussy hole. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, no.
Who's giving their predictions first?
You numpty.
Me?
You're the
Yeah.
MMA guy.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, we kind of put it like I could just bang it. Who are you?
So which fight are we doing first?
The
Let's-
first one.
Let's do the main event, and then we'll do the main event before the main event. The one
co-main
before the
event.
main event, the co-main event, please,
Co-main
Terry.
event. Shevchenko.
Shevchenko.
Second round knockout.
Oh.
How many rounds is this one going?
5.
5.
Mm.
Which one's the one with the big jaw?
Maya.
I'm going with her third round armbar.
Oh.
Yeah, I like it. I've got no evidence to back that up in any way, shape, or form. I just want to do it.
Big. Well, I like it.
I'm not even having predictions. Terry, next prediction. I just like you two falling out. It's hilarious.
My legs are on fire.
What's the
I'm just
tapping?
gonna go.
What's the tapping on about?
Are you shaking your leg, Neil?
No, is there
No.
a dog? Is there a dog eating
No,
something? Tapping
nothing.
something?
What is he
Nothing.
doing? That's what I want to know. It's a very...
Look,
It
I'm
was-
doing
can-
nothing.
Neil, can you hear it?
No.
I can hear it.
No, nothing.
Like
There's
someone's
nothing in
looking
it.
for a straw.
You got a hamster in there or something, like running a wheel.
Oh no, I've got 2 rats.
Oh. Sorry for guys on the audio or even YouTube. If you've heard anything random, Neil's got rats. That's exactly what it is.
No.
We can hear
I've got pet rats. I haven't got rats in my house.
that. Okay, Terry, what's your prediction for the main event?
Figueroa. First round submission.
First round.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you're going brave with both of these. The fact that you
He's-
got the
he's-
last one wrong.
Oh, mate.
The
He's
fact
gonna,
you got
he's-
Khabib's fight so wrong, like so wrong.
How many rounds is this one?
Look how angry Terry is.
championship fight, mate. It's 5 rounds.
Terry's so
5.
angry.
So I'm gonna say it's gonna go the distance, and it's gonna be down to a decision.
So Terry
You're-
says first round
You're a
knockout.
fucking fence sitter. That's what you're now. You're going to get splinters sitting on the fence.
First round knockout. You say, Terry?
I did, yeah. No, it's first round submission.
First round submission.
Rear naked choke.
Rhea, all the clothes off, choke.
That's the one.
Naked choke. And Neil said, to the distance with a decision.
To the guy that's opposite to what Terry said.
That's called the ref, mate.
You
That's
go-
called
you
the
go-
ref.
you
That's
go
called
for
the
pri-
ref, kid. You
You'll
said
go for
decision,
prize.
right? You said
it's gonna-
decision.
Yeah, but
You'll-
the guy
you'll
who's
go
going to
in
win is going to be
Perez.
the guy. Yeah, him.
Yeah,
You'll
but
go
you,
Perez.
but you said
Distance.
it's going to go to the decision for the opposite guy. That's no
Herb Dean, new champion, lightweight.
the referee. The referee. Herb
The
Dean.
ref wants to win. The ref can win. It's fine.
He probably could. Oh, I'm a champion. No. Good. So there are your
Mate, you've
UFC.
got to give your predictions.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm the
Yes.
host, bro.
Where'd
I'm
you
the
get out of
host.
this?
I'm the host.
You've got to predict.
No, you're my boys. I'm the host.
With his pinky.
So you don't believe you can't cast the aspersion as to who's going to win what?
I just turn up and you guys talk MMA and I just talk shit.
Fair enough.
There's no dispute there.
I take back what I said about you, Neil, about being a fence sitter. At least you've made a prediction.
Ooh. Okay, I go with Neil's predictions because Terry got Khabib so wrong. How's
I hope
that?
I get these right.
How is that? How is that? Remember them and we'll bring them up on the next podcast. I go with both
we
Neil's
doing it here?
predictions. So Neil said, oh shit, what did he say the first round?
The one with the big jaw.
Yeah,
Armbar.
yeah, armbar. Big Jaw's gonna armbar the knockout
Third round.
queen. third
Fair
round
play.
knockout queen. And then he said
Perez.
it's going to go Perez
Distance.
decision. Decision, yeah?
Unanimous or split?
Split.
Thought about that, didn't you?
Thought about it, yeah. I've got to take a guess.
It's an estimated guess, mate. It's what it is. It's estimated.
It's not.
Yeah, so
It's really not.
This is I'm not doing it for a purpose. I just feel like, you know what, it'd be funny go with Neil. It'd be funny.
We did last time. And you were a lot closer than I was.
Well, I was way off. No, what did I
I got
say?
it right.
What did I? Yeah, you got it right. No, you got wrong round right. What did I get?
Wrong round.
Oh, that was a bad move.
Oh
touched your eye.
no! Don't touch your eyes, bro. Oh my god, guys! Terry's just touched his eyes after touching the chili the chili crisps.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my!
can honestly say that's quite hot.
You idiot! So you have our predictions for UFC 255, guys. That's the Three's a Party predictions for UFC 255. Sorry, we can't bring you the fight commentary. It just was not technically available.
Practical.
At all. Practical. Technically,
It wasn't practical.
It wasn't possible.
there we go. It's just don't even try and go around it, Sam. It wasn't possible. I'm in the studio. Terry's in his kitchen.
Thank
Neil's
you,
in his
Boris.
kitchen. Thanks, Bozza. We're
Very
hoping
good.
for the next. We've got some big fights coming up, and we're hoping we're going to be together because we're just so much better when we're together. The predictions are there. Who's going with Neil? Who's going with Terry, the MMA guy? Who's going with Neil, security? And now hot chip challenge. So I've challenged these three. I dropped them. They didn't even know this was happening, guys. I just dropped it out their front door and said, "You have got to eat these." And we are going to eat 4 hot chips made by my fiance, Alexandro. And we're going to eat them. And we're going to see how hot they are. Now, what we should have done is eaten these and then done the predictions. That would have been funny.
No,
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Because I've got a feeling that this is going to end quite quickly after eating these.
I feel like I've got 4 bigger than you guys.
You have.
Let's
You
go.
did.
Let's do it.
No, I don't know.
Are you going to eat all 4 at one go?
Oh,
Well-
Sam's in.
Come on, then.
Sam's in.
I don't know if I want it. Oh shit, he's done it as well. Oh fuck, I've got to do it now.
Oh, no, it's hot. I ain't swallowed yet, though.
I feel like I made a mistake.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
My eye's still sticking. That's all
No,
I
you
need.
have the smallest ones. Now, all I'm trying to do is, because all hot stuff does to me is giving the hiccups. I'm fighting the hiccups.
Let
So
it
if you're on
happen.
the audio, people on the YouTube, you can see me getting redder, but on the audio, I'm fighting the hiccups like it's woosah because I get the hiccups. Like, I
Good.
can't just do hot stuff like, oh my God, it's hot. I get hot stuff and then I'm like, I hiccup for like 10 hours after. Let's do this.
I ain't gonna lie, they're nice though. I like them.
Bro, are you serious?
I like them.
You punks went for the non-dart ones.
No, one of mine was quite.
My eyes are watering. I've got no hiccups yet. We're smashing life right now.
They're all right, man.
He's just banging them back.
I hope he dies after this. Prick. Oh, no, he's joking. Hey, die, Neil, die.
I think death is a strong.
We should have done predictions after this. This would have been funnier. That was you, Terry, trying to take over the podcast. And you made me panic and you were like, oh, predictions first.
I feel like I was really lucky with the ones that I ate.
The boys want to know what you've put in this.
So?
Come and see them. They can look at them.
Oh,
No. Hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
I can just about hear them.
Can she not hear us?
Oh God, this is weird. I feel like I'm
Hi,
on
Alex.
Hello.
Hello, Alex. What'd you put in then?
Some chili oil,
Mm.
chipotle chili flakes. What else did I put in it? Extra hot Nando sauce.
That explains the
And
flavour.
lime pickle
Who?
as well.
Who?
You don't
Lime
like
pickle.
Lime pickle?
From the
That sounds disgusting.
curry. Sam loves it. He has it on his curry.
You have lime pickle on your curry?
It's really hot. It's like
Is it?
he has it with pajamas.
Sounds disgusting.
Yes,
So
Sam.
I knew that was really hot, so I scooped some of that out and mixed it into the marinade.
Oh, wow.
What else did I do? I think that was it.
I think I got lucky.
Yeah, you definitely did.
The five
I
items
was-
are now on.
I was all good until I started choking.
Oh, it was funny. And Sam just went bright red.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad you liked them.
Lovely.
yeah, they're actually decent, to be fair.
I'm gonna make you a treat every time now.
Oh, boom. Can we make it a cheesecake next time?
No, God,
You know,
yeah.
something nice, bit of caramel.
I made a brownie last week and a blondie. I absolutely smashed it.
Oh, boom. I'm more than happy to receive such goods.
Terry's chocolate orange brownie, actually.
Oh, that's just rude.
Oh,
Wasn't it good?
Oh my God. So thank you guys for joining me for UFC 255 and our predictionos. I hope our predictionos are right.
I hope mine are right.
If
No, don't be that guy. Like that guy.
we will probably talk about them on the next UFC podcast. And yeah, tune in to the next one. This has been the Coffee with Sam podcast spin-off show. 3's a party. I could sing it if you want. 3's a party. Yeah. Say goodbye, Neil.
See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.
Terry, say goodbye. The MMA guy.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
What about listening? What about the listeners?
Oh, yeah, forgot about them.
And
Did
them.
not mean to cause offence. Thanks
No.
for listening also.
Not at all. We appreciate your ears.